Hello, how you doing? There's that big, fat, red, shiny, post-bath face. Oh, probably got falafel in my teeth as well. I thought I was a bit hungry, so I shoved in a little falafel and hummus. A little vegan treat before tea. Started off well, innit? It's just fascinating already, isn't it? Right, loads of questions, too many, as I won't get round to all of them, but thank you very much. It's sort of random. It's like the first 10 or 20, whatever. Happy New Year. Last one was before Christmas, wasn't it? I hope you had a good Christmas. I had a good Christmas. After Christmas, I think it was about the 30th of December. I was having a little bag of kettle crisps. You know, those really sort of baked ones that are really hard, that smash old people's teeth, and broke a tooth sort of in half. I swallowed it as well. I didn't really notice until my tongue felt it. And it's depressing. I just go, oh fuck. First, it's admin. It's just admin. I go, right, I've got to go to the dentist now. If it just fucking fell out, I go, yeah, fine, forget it. I don't have to do anything. But I had to do something. So I think it was a Saturday. So we called an emergency dentist. I went in there. And what's happened is, it's like an old filling. So, you know, eventually it sort of broke away and the filling fell out. And it was a sharp thing. And she did a great temporary job. She sort of like filed it down, filled it in and sort of filed it down. But I've got to go back. Twice, of course, because I've got to do the thing. I'm not a dentist. And then send the thing to the lab to make the crown. So 2 more trips to the dentist because I had a fucking mouthful of crisps. So that was my New Year. But apart from that, it was a good one. Good to be back. Good to be back, innit? Right, Welsh Felix. Have you got another character inside your imagination that wants a new series, like David, Derek, or Tony? And if so, what kind of series would it be? I have got a few, but at the moment, well, one, I'm on tour. That's sort of a character, isn't it? My stand-up. A man confidently saying awful things about things he doesn't understand. That's sort of a character. That's my excuse anyway. And I'm doing this animation, which is like 18 months work for a little series of 6. But yeah, I've got a few ideas knocking around. I'd like to do another short film as well. I'd like to do another film. But when you do it all, there's only so many hours in the day. And most of those I want to sit around. When I say, oh, I'm working every day, I mean, I'm working 2 hours at something every day. So, yes. Is there any way we could persuade you to do a Columbo reboot? Do you know what? One of my favourite programmes of all time. Everyone's favourite. It's just amazing. Top 5, I'd say. And you can watch them over and over again. And I'd love to, but the reason I shouldn't and wouldn't is that it just can't be improved upon. I don't want to be compared to Peter Falk. So, no, but it's a remarkable piece, yeah. Leopold and Loveday. When is the new series featuring cats coming? That's what the animation is. It's a group of sort of alley cats. They're sort of like the bottom of the pile, and life's a struggle, but they get through it. It's sort of like a cross between, I can't give too much away, but it's sort of like a cross between, I don't know, Sopranos, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Derek and Clive, Only Fools and Horses, but animation and Cats. There's nothing like it. I can't describe it, and I don't want to give too much away, but I think you'll like it. No Me Pete. My question is, how many times do you get up for a wee in the night? Yeah, a couple. I always have though. That's nothing to do with age. I've got anxiety wee. Like if I wake up in the middle of the night, it's not because I need a wee, but when I wake up I go, I should have a wee, because it'd be terrible to fall asleep and then wake up for a wee. So I have a wee whenever I wake up in the night for whatever reason. It could be the cat meowing or a fox outside or a fucking owl, right? And I go, I better have a wee. I don't pass the toilet. I could be on a plane, have a wee on the plane before it lands, get to the airport and think, oh, I'll have a wee at the airport just in case. So, yeah, I can't blame that on age, really. James Willoughby Oliver. Our question is, if you could be a cat for the day and hang out with Pickle, what would you two do together? Same as we do now. Sit around. Just sit around, have a snooze, have a snack. She loves vegan cheese. If I ever have a little bit of vegan cheese, she's there. She can smell. That's weird, isn't it? A cat liking vegan cheese. I mean, I'm sure she'd like real cheese. Yeah, that's our little snack together as well. So it wouldn't be a lot different, really. It wouldn't be a lot. Yeah, just mooching around. That's sad, isn't it? If you were a cat, what would you do different? Nothing. It is like the perfect life, isn't it? Cat. Julia Campbell. We're flying through these, aren't we? Or maybe I should have got some more. Julia Campbell. What do you think of the comedy roasts on TV? I don't think... I know I've seen bits of them. I've seen clips and stuff. I don't think I've sat down and watched them. I don't really... I mean, do you know what? I don't really watch TV. I think I watch, like, The Chase. We sit down with our tea. That's like on... We've got that on Series Link, so we got all the chases. Because you can watch, a little bit of that when we're eating. I watched The Apprentice and I watched Traitors. And I watched live football, and that's it. I just don't have terrestrial telly on at all. But I've seen clips of them. Obviously, I've seen them on Instagram, and I want to say X, but I can't. I've got to say Twitter. Sorry. I mean, I'll get around to it eventually. Yeah, they're all right. I mean, they get good people, and I think they have like a team writing the jokes, and the people they do are sort of good sports, and you can go further. I've actually been invited to, do it. It's not quite me. It's not quite my thing. But I think they're good. They're pretty good. What's her name was good on one that got her the Golden Globes. Nikki Glaser. I think she did a good job at the Globes as well. The pressure's off me now, isn't it? They can just use her forever now. Yeah, they're good, but it's like there's a lot of things I sort of like that. I don't get around. I don't watch anything. I'm just sort of busy, really. But I've got nothing against them. No, I think they're good. They're better. I mean, better than most things. I mean, most telly is awful, isn't it? That's true of anything. Any genre in anything, most is awful. That's why some things are excellent, and why the average is okay. But most telly is just unwatchable. it's just fucking brain rot. I mean, I'm not even judging that. That's fine. I've watched a lot of brain rot, you know, but yeah, I search. I'm always looking out for something, a new sort of Scandi drama, or you know, something foreign noir. That's what I like, and I go through everything. Netflix, Amazon, Walter Presents, anything, just to find, you know, sort of a meaningful, realistic, well-made drama. And if you've got the whole world to choose from, that you can usually find some at most days of the week. And when there's nothing around, I go back and watch a classic, like, you know, I watched The Sopranos. Watched that twice. I watched The Bureau twice. I've watched Borgen twice, from beginning to end. So there's always something. If you leave it long enough, you don't remember it either. Not at my age. I go, oh yeah. When I see it, I remember it. But I can't remember what's good. So it's really good. Yeah, good. And I think most of the things I watch now are clips. And then if I see a couple of clips, like my new favourite comedian is that Nate Bargatze. I think I've seen his whole special now on clips. He's great. He's really great, and he's sort of sweet, and he's clean, and you know, he's just good. And Shane Gillis, he's fantastic. And I watch the classics as well. You know, Louis and Jerry Seinfeld and all those. You can always find something. You don't have to just sit and watch what they give you. I just don't get it why some people just sit in front of the telly and just watch. Look at what's on there. Fucking hell. Have a look around. Daniel, oh yeah, let's go. Any new TV or film recommendations? I've watched a couple of terrible films, one of which I turned off. I'm not going to say, I don't like doing that, but you know, that's the other thing when you've got the whole world to choose from. You can go, this is shit, and bail. But I don't tell people about those. I just don't see the point of slagging off a piece of art, however terrible, really. What was I saying? So I'll just be positive and saw a great series. Wouldn't have thought I'd liked it. Didn't like the title. Suspicious straight away. But it's brilliant. It is brilliant. A Swedish mini-series called Helicopter Heist, based on a true story. I think the biggest ever robbery in Sweden. But it's brilliant. The actors are fantastic. Just so real. The writing's great. The direction, and I looked it up and it's sort of 3 different directors, but consistently the direction is great. And the episode where you see the actual heist, it's like it's real time. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. There's a film that's one take. I think it's called Not Rope, by Hitchcock. There's a modern one called, I think it's Veronica. They did it in one take. And this is sort of like that, but the tension, because it's real time and the clock ticking, I won't give it away. But it's great. And it's not just a shoot 'em up plot thing. You really care for everyone. Helicopter Heist. Watch it in the original language. Whenever I recommend a foreign thing, never watch it dubbed. You've got the greatest actors around the world, and then someone in a booth just overdubbing it. No. Do it in the original language with subtitles. So yeah, there you go. Watch that. Helicopter Heist. A lot of people are rewatching Afterlife as well. I've said I think that always happens. I don't know if that's people at Christmas who talk about it with people that haven't seen it, or more people get Netflix at Christmas, or I don't know. But yeah, thank you. I mean, still adding to it. Millions of people just still watching it again or for the first time. Yeah, thank you. And I still meet people. I met a couple today that had lost someone and watched it. So it's great. It's really great to hear. Chloe, my eyes are stinging, of course. Trying to read these things. I've had a bath. The light's a bit bright. Squinting like a fucking mole man. I should wear glasses. Is the honest truth. I should. But it's that one time when I first put them on in public. I still think I'm at school, that's the problem. I still think that I put them on in public, wherever I am, could be anywhere. Could be reading out a winner at fucking Oscars or something. It doesn't matter where it is. Or a library, anything. And I still think someone's going to go, 4 eyes. I'll go, fucking hell. So, also, I can't be bothered. If an optician came around and said, oh, hi, I'm an optician, I've just made these glasses, I've worked out the exact glasses for you and I put them on. I went, great. And they went, how much? They went, £1,000. I went, great, there you go. I'd wear them. But being called 4 eyes, along with having to go and do it, it's nearly medical as well, which always worries me. I just want things to get better. I know my eyesight isn't going to get better. But, you know what I mean? Oh, God. There must be a condition for all the things that I talk about. You know what I mean? There must be a condition for, like, lazy, sort of... I don't know. But all the things I've ever talked about. Being lazy and never going to the doctor and... You know? What is that? There's about 1,000 new conditions. So I must be one of them. So yeah, I'm bound to have some. It doesn't matter, does it? Who cares? Chloe. Hi Ricky. Do you have anything different in January to stave off the winter blues? If you can give us a few tips. I don't know. It is a bit shit, isn't it? January and February. Not because it's post-Christmas, but because the weather, I think, in England, it's just grey, isn't it? It's not enough. I mean, I think it's physical. There's not enough UV light getting through to perk you up a bit. I don't know. I'd say I'm always angry when it's in the morning. It's fucking terrible. But it's better to still go for a walk than sit home and go, I'm not going out in the rain. Because then you just think, I should have gone for a walk. I just go out, do the walk, angry, get wet, come home. But at least I've done the walk and I'm angry. Otherwise it's sitting at home looking out the window going, fucking hell, I'm angry and I haven't done the walk. So that's the tip. Don't let it defeat. Just keep do whatever you were going to do anyway. I suppose is my tip. You can take vitamin D, I think. That helps, doesn't it? I'm not a doctor. But you're missing that, aren't you, with the sun? Sad lamps, those things that cheer you up. You put a lamp on for 5 minutes. Wrap up warm. Visit friends. And the elderly. Just got to get through it, ain't you? Look forward to spring. Jenna, how's the mortality tour going? And which places are you looking forward to performing the most? I'm flying from the UK to New York to see you in April. Excellent. Cheers. Well, that's one of them. Love New York. Radio City. Doing those two again. Biggest theatre in the world. I think it's because it's the limit of what a theatre is before the arena. I'm doing a couple of those. Hollywood Bowl, if depending on what's happening with the situation. I love, my favourite places are still loads of lovely places in the UK, but my top 5 places that I always look forward. I look forward to all of them. I really do, because I only do places I like. I only do places I like, with hotels I like, with venues I like. So I'd say it's still, you know, your Amsterdams, your Copenhagens, Prague. Yeah, but I love them all. Paris, you know. I usually try and add one new one as well. I did a couple last time. I did Helsinki for the first time. I think Lisbon, which I'm doing again, and might try Geneva. Yeah, I look forward to all of them. It's just great. I still can't believe I sell out arenas around the world. That's mad. That is mad. It's mad enough to do it in your own country, but to do it and they're non-English speaking, that there's enough people that can understand every word. Come on, I've sold out. I did a lovely little venue in Paris the last few times, and then they said no, you could do the arena. I just sold out like Wembley in the middle of Paris, basically. That's mental. I mean, I never get over it. I never take it for granted, but it is pretty crazy. How that happened, I don't know. But I'm very grateful. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving it. Rachel, as a kid, did you ever go to the fairground? I did. Or a theme park? I never went to a theme park. I think they were around when I was a kid. They were invented. I think they've been around since. I'm sure there's been Victorian theme parks. But I never really went to those sort of things. I went to a couple of holiday camps or, you know, caravan sites. But there used to be a fair that would come right near my house. I think it was in Long Barn Lane in Whitley, where I lived. And at the time, I just, you know, I thought it was amazing. It was like a cross between, I don't know, a circus and, I don't know, a Hells Angels hideout. It was sort of rough and scary and exciting, and I liked it. What was your favourite ride? Didn't have rides. I had the Dodgems. I remember when I was too young to go on the Dodgems, I used to go in with my brother, who'd just try and smash the other cars. I really liked the shooting range that you could never win at because they were a con, obviously. I liked it. I just like walking around, looking at stuff. It just seemed so big and endless. I felt well now it'd probably be nothing. It'd probably be like horrible, pathetic, scummy. But at the time, it was amazing. Yeah. That's all the questions I've got. What can I talk about? Oh, yeah, I know what I'm going to talk about. A lot of people who got dogs for Christmas, which you should never give a present like that. Either don't want them or got bored with them, or, you know, it might be austerity. Some people can't afford, a lot of people can't afford a dog. So rescue centres are inundated. Just look at your local rescue centre. And so if you want a dog, if you really want a dog and you can keep it and you can be the best sort of parent, give it the best life ever, then go to a rescue home. I mean, one of my favourites is All Dogs Matter, if you're in London. But there'll be a rescue. They're just. I don't get this thing where people go, oh, I need $5,000 to get the dog that I like online as well, which is fucking mental. These are the best. They're as good as any dog, better. the best type. A rescue dog is the best type. Get a rescue dog. Get your best friend. You don't have to fucking buy a designer dog for $5,000 that's probably been inbred to an inch of its life. You get a mutt. Get a mutt who had some bad luck. So there's that. Oh yeah, and I should plug my thing. I was thinking of sort of doing competitions, like you could win one of these beer mats with. Hold on. But I can't be bothered, and I don't know how to do it. So I'll talk to the people there, and we do some competitions on the website to get some merchandise or vouchers or. Right, okay. I think this is going to be like our bestseller this year. It went down a storm, right? We did lots of flavours, and I think this was the favourite, black cherry. I've got a tip. I don't usually do this. I don't give tips on drinks or cocktails, but that with Coke is amazing. In my case, Diet Coke or Pepsi, but that black cherry Dutch Barn with a cola, I don't know why. It's amazing. There's something retro about it. Bit of ice, a couple of shots of that, the cola of your choice, and you're laughing. You'll thank me. You will. So, and if you can't adopt a dog, don't do it if you can't, obviously. That just adds to the problem. But you can always foster. You can always help. You can always go along. You can volunteer. You can give a fiver. But there are enough dogs in the world. Everyone can have one without inbreeding or people conning you out of $5,000 for some sort of weird, fancy fad of a dog. Get a big old mutt or a little mutt for free, and years and years of joy. Right, that's about it. Thanks for following on X. Said it. I'm up to date. X, Insta. There was one question where someone said, could you ever be tempted to play James Bond? Well, no, I wouldn't be asked for a start. But no, it'd be awful. They filmed for years. I couldn't do it. It's like 14-hour days of running around. I wouldn't be in charge. It would be awful. I'd be awful. The film would be awful. But yeah, in real life, yeah, sure. I'm probably more realistic, aren't I, than Roger Moore or Daniel Craig. I bet most spies are more like me than supermodels, aren't they? But the one thing with me being a spy is this, like, so they call me in, they go, okay, you're 0048. I go, yeah, right. They go, right, just remember you can't tell anyone. I go, okay. I'd come home to Jane, I'd go, right, you won't believe this. She go, what? I go, fucking spy. She wouldn't believe me, that's a good thing. So I wouldn't, she go, don't talk bollocks. I go, oh, I've told you. So that'll be fine, but I wouldn't start. First time I'd go to the pub with some mates, I go, right, you can't tell anyone, but I am a spy. I go, really? I go, yeah. Nah. Just random people. I'd start wearing a tuxedo everywhere, just going out, right? Someone would come over and say, can I have your autograph? I go, yeah. I go, Ricky Gervais, in brackets, the spy. They go, what's that? So I go, the spy. They go, what's that? I go, doesn't matter. Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't keep that a secret. Oh dear. Right. There you go. Thanks very much. Buy Dutch Barn. Go to the website, dutchbarn.com, and I'll try and think of some competitions and giveaways and things. But try it. Try Dutch Barn. I want to make it a global brand, and try the old black cherry with Coke. Be nice to animals. Tatty bye, everyone. Tatty bye.